So what's happening? I wanted to come on and just a little kind of chat to every single one of you uh, about what I do and why it benefits me, why I do it, and see if I can resonate in any way to you. But at the same time, knowingly that you are your own, you're your own individual. You have your own body with its own needs, and of course, we're completely two different people. Me and the rest of anybody, whoever is tuning into this right now. But at the same time, we can all kind of understand that, we all come into this world from the same source, from our mothers, you get me, with the same inevitable fate. So we all kind of have the same kind of experience as these people. So what I'm tending to kind of realize is that the recipe can be identical for all of us. So like obviously they say if you want to be the best, do what the best do. Like if you want to be like that, like a Mark Wahlberg or an Arnold Schwarzenegger or The Rock or whatever it is, a Usain Bolt, just find out what it is they do and do what they do. And literally stick to whatever it is that they do. And of course, we all come into this world with excuses. I can't, I've got priorities, I've got kids, I ain't got enough time. You don't know time, and I've got bills, I've got attachments. So we all got these excuses, which stop us from being able to kind of apply the recipe to do what it is that these talented people do to get to the point to where they are. But it's true, the recipe does apply to each and every one of us. If we are to apply their recipe to the T, then yeah, you're I think over a vast amount of time, with that, knowing that repetition is the mother of all skill, of course, you're going to get exactly what you desire. You're going to get to that point. For me, what I do in the morning is I've done a lot of research. I've done a lot of book reading. That don't mean it's good and bad, right or wrong. That just means I've done a lot of book reading, and so I've took a little bit from each book. And so as I go about my journey, I find a strategy. For example, I'll be in the right. I'll use like the Tony Robbins philosophy, and I'll hit that strategy. I'll make sure that I've got it sussed. I'll plan it out right, organize, prepare. But I'll make sure that I've got the right story towards the strategy, and then I've got to be in the right state of mind. Do you get me? And so for me, things like, for example, waking up in the morning and immediately having a cold shower. I love the cold water therapy. Of course, here in sunny Cyprus, come the summer, we don't get the benefits of cold water. We have to make do with what we have, unless you want to kind of fill up a bathtub full of ice and then give it a go like that. But yeah, that's basically cold water in the morning. Shock the system, whether it's for inflammation purposes or just a wake up call, nice and quick. Jump in the shower, body's alert, body's more prepared, body's not sleepy anymore. That cold water has really done the trick in kind of getting me to the point of fully awake. Once I'm fully awake, I go straight into a meditational state. I say good morning to my family. I show my love. I open my curtains. I make my bed. Of course, you got to finish your things that you started. So if I'm sleeping, I'm making my bed. Do you get me? So before I even I do apologize. Before I even do get into that shower, I make my bed. So I make my bed. I jump into my cold shower, and then from cold shower, it's into a mindfulness meditational state. So I start with my mindfulness, with my mantras, my affirmations, with my gratitude and my feeling, all my individual body parts through kind of, an I am mantra. And then I go into a kind of a stillness state where I'm absolutely focusing my attention on where I am, the sounds in the room, my breath. And there's no music, there's no guided sound, or there's no sound full stop anymore. It's got to the point where I'm able to kind of pay my attention to the sounds in the room and allow those sounds to guide me into a tranquil state. Meditation, getting myself to a higher state of consciousness. Do you understand? But starting with mindfulness, which would be kind of pulling my attention more into this here and now moment, being more present with those mantras and those affirmations, becoming more present. And then I kind of steer into kind of pulling my attention to a higher state of consciousness. But the way I do this is I do get distracted. My thoughts do drift astray, and I do constantly I'm led away by the stories that I tell myself, but I come back to whether it's the sound of the fan, my breath, or the sounds of the room. And that process will kind of be an ongoing repetition, repeat, 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 of pulling my attention back to this here and now moment. I'm always led astray to come back, led astray to come back. And then eventually, if I am to stay with the sounds and my breath for a vast amount of time, I without no realization at all, am in a tranquil, harmonious state. What do I mean? I mean, sometimes I even feel kind of a disattachment to my body, goosebumps, numbness. I feel a huge aliveness within. So yeah, for me, I go through this meditation state. I wake up. I come out of it and go into my day with more aspire for those around me, more energy, more life, more reason to be. I feel more clear, more calm. I'm also pulling my awareness into this here and now moment. So if I am to ever get phased at any point in my day with this practice that I've been practicing, I'm able to obviously not give it too much attention, and I'm able to pull my attention immediately, peacefully and gently back into this here and now moment. Everybody does, though, get upset and agitated at times, but through these practices of ice therapy, of meditation, repeatedly over a vast amount of time, you give it and I know it sounds long, but you give it a few years, then eventually you will be more able to pull your attention back into this here and now moment. You will get chaos, you will have madness, people screaming and shouting, angry, negators and haters, but you're able to come here and now. That don't affect you, that don't phase you, that don't bother you, because of the practice that you have practiced. Because you have practiced training the mind, so now the mind is more, you are more prepared to not allow yourself to give the attention to things that don't deserve your attention. So to when you get angry, you're the observer observing, you hear the anger, and then you're able immediately to step away from it, not give it your attachment, not attach yourself to it, allow it to flow through like an aeroplane through the sky, and then move on with your day. Simple, let go. So I like this Tony Robbins philosophy too. I do talk about this one quite a bit. And instead of like stacking the negative thoughts, as he says, he's taught me to, instead of stacking my negative thoughts, communicate my negative thoughts and let go. Communicate, let go. Communicate my negative thoughts, let go. And repeat, just keep repeating, just keep practicing, because repetition is the mother of all skill. That's not just a bloody line. That is fact. That is truth. There is so much truth in that. So let's learn to apply that beautiful recipe into our life, and it will help us more and more. So after I've meditated, and I gave you obviously a bit of information there, for me, it will be a self-cleanse. What do I mean? I mean, I do love warm water and lemon. I have my warm, this works for me, by the way. I'm not saying this is what you've got to do. I'm not saying this is right. I'm not saying this is wrong. I'm saying this is what I do. This is why it works. These are the benefits from it. But we'll keep it simple. So warm water and lemon. I love my warm water and lemon, and then I give it a little bit of a gap, and then a bit of celery juice. I love my celery juice. But the reason being, I didn't used to like my celery juice. My warm water and lemon weren't really something I enjoyed until I showed a bit more interest and realised, the way it goes into the system, cleanses the body, natural electrolytes are helping in these hot conditions, and also filtering the liver. So my liver is working all day breaking down all these materials in my body, so it's nice to kind of let my liver go to bed and sleep for a little bit, give it a little bit of shut-eye, do you know what I mean? So yeah, so these are just ins and outs, little bits of information, but you can obviously go on and check out. There's so many more benefits of warm water and lemon and celery juice, yeah. And of course, after I've done that, then I'll hit the nutritious food, whether it's fruit, vegetables, my porridge. Sometimes it sounds crazy, but I like a salad for breakfast. Why not? Who's going to stop me? You know what I mean? And so yeah, so after I've had my warm water and lemon, I feel like it's nice to put in some great food into the body to give the right amounts of energy. Food is information, so be clever with what you eat. You eat like shit, you feel like shit. You eat good, nutritious food, you feel amazing. So this is, I ain't going to say too much more about that. We're just leaving it simple. Then after that, for me, I love my fitness. Sometimes fitness is before the food, and sometimes it's after. It's always depending on how I feel. Try to feel your body. Listen to your body. Your body talks to you. So, just listen to how you feel. Sometimes before, but I would always have my warm water and lemon, my celery, and then fitness would be placed either before the food or after the food. It always depends on how I feel. But yeah, fitness is key. Fitness daily. Obviously, unless you've got an injury, major injury, or are sick, flu, what have you, and you're unable to do it. So fitness is key for me with an extreme deep stretch after it. I love deep stretching my body. I think stretching is power. So many benefits from if you're stressed, you have tension, anxiety, you have uh, even your flexibility, mobility, range of motion. I always talk about this in my deep stretching videos, but things like that. So deep stretching, mindfulness, fitness, cold showers, a good diet, self-cleansing, and then obviously before bed, kind of repeating the cycle. So obviously you're having throughout your day, you're having your lunch, you're having your dinner, family time in between, because that is a major uh, a major part of this equation right now to myself. Family time. Family is key. Family is what it's all about in this experience. We must learn to not only love our family, but first we must learn to love ourselves. That will then project. We can then learn to love our family more and even go out into the world and love others. So find a way every day to love yourself more and more, and then believe it or not, family time gets more appealing, it gets more exciting, coming to those movie nights or those holidays or those experiences of family time. So once family time, whether it's eating lunch together, eating dinner together, going out together, then repeating the cycle before bed. So what do I mean? I don't mean do some more fitness. That would be, you could do a bit more cardio. I think cardio really does help before bed, whether it's a run, a bit of rowing, even if it's just a few star jumps, a couple of press ups, whatever you've got to do, whatever resonates with you. Then yeah, you do your work throughout the day. Of course, look, I'm missing that everybody has their own attachments. Everyone has their own roles in this world, their own life. So I do understand and I do feel for every single one of you. And this kind of this recipe sounds vast, but it's not. I mean, if you really do add it up, and I wake up in the morning, I make my bed. There's a few seconds there, a minute max to make your bed, depending on how fussy you are. You jump in a cold shower. Look, what, 5 minutes max? You sit into your meditation. Anything from 10 to 20 minutes, depending on what level you're on, depending how your body is talking to you. The self cleansing don't take long. It takes 5, maybe 10 minutes max. Okay, your fitness is going to take you, whether it's 30, 40, 1 hour, depending on who you are. You get it done, hour and a half max, maybe 2 hours, depending once again on the fitness you're doing, whether it's weightlifting, long distance running, biking. You get me. So I mean, like, that's not really taking up a lot of your day. 1 hour is kind of the equivalent to 4%. So you can see what I'm saying. Excuses, baby. If you got work at 7, wake up at 4, you've still got all that time to do all that and then go to work. But you probably thinking, well, I'm going to wake up at 4 o'clock if I'm going to work at 7. I'm going to get more tired, but you'll be mistaken. Possibly at the beginning of that journey, but with time, this recipe will give you more energy. Cold showers, mindfulness, training the mind, fitness, because of what is happening internally plus externally. It's the connecting of mind, body, spirit. It's the connecting of breath, and everything that's going on within. Energy will be higher. Higher. People get mistaken. They say, I'm not going to do all those things because I need my energy for work. But would you believe that if we are to do all those things, you have more energy, you have more enthusiasm for the day ahead? So that's, look, I don't want to go into it too deep. But look, basically, I understand that everybody's got a life, everybody's got their own things going on, but I'm just giving you my recipe if it can resonate with you. So let's go through it one more time. We do it quick, yeah? So wake up, make your bed, finish what you started. You slept, so make your bed. Jump into your cold shower therapy, get out your cold shower therapy, into your mindfulness meditation. Once you finish your mindfulness meditation, self-cleanse with your warm water and your celery juice. From your celery juice, you then attack your fitness. Then you go and eat your breakfast, whatever way comfortable, fill your body out. Once you finish your breakfast, before the workout or after the workout, depending on who you are as an individual, we then focus on whether it's work, priorities, attachments, family time, lunch, dinner. But at the end of it all, I recommend doing it all over again. So cold shower, maybe a little bit fitness, cold shower, and then go into your mindfulness meditation, and then hit the bed, whether you read books before bed or not. Even reading a book before bed could be your supplement, your replacement of mindfulness meditation. Becoming more resourceful with your resources. So get yourself a book, educate yourself before you sleep rather than dwelling on shit before you close your eyes late at night. Why dwell on crap about the day previous or the supposed day to come when you can educate yourself at that moment and take that information to your dream state? So this is me, James Kypri, coming at you with kind of a little guide of what I do in my day, and not absolutely everything. This is just for me the most beneficial parts that maybe someone like you could take and apply into your day to help you progress to become more physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually fit and prepared for the chaos out there in this horrible world. Because this ain't a beautiful world, is it? Come on, let's be honest. You know, so we got to learn to be beautiful within our mind, and then the world outside will look beautiful. So change the way you look at the world, and the things you look at will change. So change the way you look at the things you look at will change. So, you know, for me, I never used to look at the world as a beautiful place, but now I do. I see the beauty in it. A lot of people tell me in my day, you know, there's a lot of chaos out there. There is, there is, but there's not as much chaos in my head anymore. So now when I look out the window, it's a more beautiful experience. Do you understand me? So once again, one love to every single one of you. I hope you can resonate with this video. I hope you can take some of those strategies and practices that I practice into your life and apply them for yourself. And if they do work and you find them beneficial, you've got any questions, DM me, get in touch with me. I will get back to you ASAP. Yeah, one love, man. And remember, a nice, powerful saying. And I heard it from Jay Shay. I'm not really sure where it came from. I'll look into it. I'll do a bit more research. But it was a great saying. It says, detachment is not that you own nothing. Okay? Detachment is not that you own nothing. Detachment is that nothing owns you. So it's not about being away from everything. It's not about being away from everyone, secluding yourself from the world. It's about being as close to it as possible and not letting it consume you. Do you understand? So there is a lot of madness out there, but do not let it consume you. Do not let it suck you up like a sponge. Be close to it, hear it, do not attach your attention to it, and let it be, baby. You know what I mean? One love, everybody. I hope you all have a beautiful day. I hope this can resonate with you. I hope it can help in some way. Have a great day. All the best, y'all.